Hi, my name is Pranav. I'm in the 8th grade at Copland Middle School North, and my art teacher's name is Miss Weaver, and this is my Layers of History art project. The photo I worked on is a photo of Maqbool Fida Hussain. This artist had mastered the techniques of line and color, and he also mastered the form of modern Indian art. He interpreted many forms of Hindu religion, even though he was not Hindu, and he interpreted forms of Indian cinema in his paintings. Maqbool moved to the city of Bombay in search for work, and his original art-centered job was being a cinema hoarding painter, which are basically people who hand-paint movie posters. The artist Francis Newton Sousa invited Hussain to join the Bombay Progressive Artists Group, which provided him with an arena for the shaping of a modernist vocabulary. Opportunities to exhibit in Bombay followed, and during the 1950s, Hussain began to receive international recognition. Maqbool faced many controversies because of his paintings, some of which the people thought were rude, so he was charged of hurting sentiments of people. These controversies of his paintings soon caused riots, and Maqbool was forced to leave India and find home in Qatar. He often thought of moving back, but the fear of controversy and vandalism stood in the way and prevented him from moving back to India. Even after the move, he still stayed a top painter, claiming all the headlines of India and other countries around. My design was inspired by Arcimboldo, which is a style of artwork created by Italian painter Arcimboldo. This style of artwork was created using imaginative portraits of the head made entirely of objects such as fruits, vegetables, flowers, fish, and even books. These are just some of the objects Arcimboldo himself used. He painted representations of these objects and arranged them on the canvas in such a manner that the whole collection formed a recognizable and distinct face of the portrait subject. The creation of the style Arcimboldo was first inspired by an art movement in the 16th century called Mannerism, which adopted a few elements from the High Renaissance and influenced the other elements in the Baroque period. This style of art often influenced both humans and nature together. This is how we can depict how Arcimboldo strongly connected the portrait subject, which were humans, and built their face up, usually using some themes of nature. A set of his greatest works, known as 4 Seasons, depicts 4 different subjects that are made up of entirely different objects relevant to nature and the according season. So, in the season of summer, you can see the subject is made out of many harvested crops that grow fresh in the summer. But in winter, however, the subject is mostly made up of twigs and roots commonly found throughout winter. The artist Maqbool and the style of Arcimboldo contrast on a large scale of differences. In Maqbool's artwork, he expresses his mastery in line and color, in which he creates scenes that are derived from Hinduism, creating an overall modern art theme. Whereas Arcimboldo's style of painting is based more off of a portraits and being extremely realistic when painting the objects that the subject is made up of. Also, Arcimboldo is a form of art that can be tied into surrealism because of the way he depicts the subject of the painting. So overall, Arcimboldo is trying to focus more on the mannerism movement and trying to really connect humans to nature. Maqbool is just depicting Hindu characters and stories in a form of modern art, in which there is no realistic approach when trying to draw and create something very accurately with fine detail. Overall, these two styles are completely different, one being derived from the High Renaissance period, and the other being formed from mainly Hindu beliefs in modern art. I used an analogous color scheme, which is a color scheme comprised of 3 colors placed side by side on the color wheel. The three colors I chose were green, orange, and yellow. This color scheme was the best because a lot of the fruits and vegetables I had contained these three colors, allowing me to be as realistic color-wise as possible. After all, the style of Arcumboldo is very detailed, and to make the objects look very realistic, you must have a wide color range. My favorite thing about this project is how I got to create an artwork through the style of Arcumboldo, and it's very fun and entertaining, and it allowed me to create my own version of Arcumboldo on the face of an artist whose style is very different. If I could change anything about this artwork, it would be the style Arcumboldo, because even though it was funny and interesting, the only way of making it look good is by making the objects realistic, and with the limited colors I had due to the color schemes, I couldn't really create a sense of realism when it came to drawing the fruits and vegetables, creating McBool's face, which overall didn't really create a real face, and even some of the fruits and vegetables I had did not look realistic. So for example, a red banana. After researching this artist and movement, I will use Arcumboldo in future artwork, but only if the colors are not limited, and I can create more realistic objects. Also, I liked how this style of work connects humans to nature in an odd, surrealistic way, which is very humorous and entertaining.